Hi everyone, Gary here. I'd just like to thank everybody for their really nice responses to the last breathwork practice, or not breathwork, but breathing practice that I put together several days ago. I'm glad you're enjoying it. And on the back of that, I'm going to do a whole heap more, and I'm going to do one today in particular that I get asked requested a lot in the classes that I do, and it is a bit of a favourite of mine. I teach this particular practice when I'm teaching corporate yoga, also when I'm teaching yin yoga and other styles of yoga around Sydney's northern beaches. This practice is, and with all these practices, if they don't resonate with you, just come back to your natural breath, most important. So if you ever feel any stress or any way, or something doesn't feel right, always come back to your natural breath. That's my invitation for you to honour that and come back. So I've got many of these practices, and I will start to share these in the coming weeks. This one in particular is called Viloma. Translates to reverse breath, but it's commonly known as staircase breath. Now, I know many of these practices, and I've been to many classes where there's so many, the versions of just quite different actually, and I was quite amazed. And I really like that because yoga is a very, there's many different styles or lineages of yoga, and each of these particular practices have their own take on certain things, and I really liked about this practice. So today we're going to go into one that I learnt many years ago when I was going to a local studio in Sydney's northern beaches, and there's 3 steps to it. The first step is we're building up, walking up the stairs. Next step, we're walking down the stairs, and then we're combining everything in together. So you'll see what I mean shortly when we get into it. And we're going to go straight into it after a few breath, or just breathing in and out, just to settle ourselves back in, right down into the earth, or where we're seated or lying down. Now you can do this lying down as well. So, comfortable seated position or lying down. Hands can be rested anywhere that feels comfortable for you. Give yourself a last little wiggle, and then very gently close your eyes. Notice where your breath's at in your body. And for every exhalation, just allow yourself to land a little bit more into the earth. Inhaling in through the nose, open mouth sigh, and again. Once more. Back to your natural breath. So I'm going to go straight into the practice together. So with empty lungs, inhale a little bit in through your nose and pause. A little bit more, pause. A little bit more, pause. Once more until you reach the top of your inhalation. And then exhaling out through the nose, and one long exhalation. And we'll go again. Inhale a little bit, pause. A little bit more, pause. A little bit more, pause. Once more until you reach the top of your inhalation. Exhaling out through the nose, and one long exhalation. So 3 more rounds in your own time. Now you can step up a little bit more of the stairs if you want, but my recommendation at the moment was just keep it to about 4. Really don't want to be stressed in any way with this practice. Working within what feels right for you. And as always, if the mind wanders, just bring it back to the natural breath. As I always say in these classes too, if something doesn't feel right, come back to the natural breath. One more round. If you're finished, just come back to your natural breath. And have a moment. So moving on to stage 2. Now stage 2 is the opposite of stage 1. So one long inhale in through the nose. Then exhale a little bit and a little bit more. Pause, a little bit more, pause, until you reach the end of your exhalation. And then you do it again. Inhale in through the nose. Top of breath. Exhale a little bit, pause, a little bit more, pause, a little bit more, pause, until you reach the end of your exhalation. And you start again. So 3 more rounds in your own time. I may interrupt you towards the end. And when you come to the end of those rounds, back to the natural breath and check in. All right, one more round, wherever you're at. And just gently coming back to that natural breath. Having a moment. So now we move into stage 3, and I'm pretty sure you know what this is. It's the combination of 1 and 2. So together, inhale a little bit, pause. A little bit more, pause. A little bit more, pause. Until you reach the top of your inhalation. Then stepping out the breath. Exhale a little bit, pause. A little bit more, pause. A little bit more. Once more. And start again. So 3 more rounds. Okay, 1 more round wherever you're at. And then very gently coming back to the natural breath and just checking in. And you're just bowing chin to chest. Keeping the eyes closed just for a moment. And then when you're ready, just flutter the eyes open. Coming back for center. And a nice big breath in and out. Exhaling, big sigh. All right. Well, hopefully you enjoyed that. I'll be doing a lot more of these in the coming weeks. So until then, bye for now.